So comments on LinkedIn. If you're a small business owner who's trying to generate leads on LinkedIn, the primary goal of us is to get into conversation with your prospects and start speaking to them and get into the sales conversation so that you can book the meeting and then sign them as clients. But if you are a business owner who also want to build your brand image so that in the future with all the content on with all the data that you create in the platform, you can be a familiar face in the industry among people so that the referrals doesn't happen anywhere that you think. It happens in word of mouth in the places that you can never hear of. For example, someone might have been seeing your content every day. He might not he might be a target audience, but he's not ready, or he might be having the same service from someone else. But when a new person of his friend or of his family comes into the industry and he wants the same help, he might be suggesting you because you have built the trust so strong with this person that it transfers to the other person. So if you're a business owner who wants this to happen, and you want to build your brand on LinkedIn, like brand building and things are like, I usually don't speak about this one. I usually, if you want to sign clients on LinkedIn, the conversation is the only way. Creating content is like you're building the trust at scale. That is what it creating content will help you. But comments, I hear a lot of like, okay, if I have an extra 3 to 4 hours, what can I do? Then you can comment on LinkedIn. If you are done with the DMs and you want to spend an extra time building an image, you can comment on LinkedIn. But we can do it in two ways on LinkedIn. So we can either use it purposefully, where you are, let's say, if you want to reach out to a prospect for another day, and before reaching out, let's say you can create various touch points to these prospects so that this conversation that you're going to start seems genuine, and you always have a pre-built face value before starting this conversation. So what we can do with the comments is you can either like or comment on their post. Leave a genuine comment, not like the AI generated one, and follow their company page and subscribe to the newsletter. What it does is it sends them 4 to 5 notification of you doing all this activity, and when you send a message, they open and see. The chance of them opening is higher. And when it is a when it's a genuine message, first message in a personal or business level, they will reply. That it creates a face value. This comment or the things that you do before them, the touch points that you give, creates a face value, and that face value will boost your reply rates. Okay, comments can be used in this way. And another way is creating general visibility. General visibility is what I say is creating a brand. So what people usually do is, I used to comment on top creators post. But what it does is it creates the unwanted visibility, a visibility from an audience who are not monetizable and who are not our prospects. Okay, so this is the thing that you need to avoid while commenting. So what you're going to do is, let's say you are a financial advisor and you want to build your brand in a long term thing. So what you can do is you can select a person in your industry who has a large amount of following and large amount of traffic in his account, and he also discusses the problem that you solve. Okay, what you can do is you can use his comment section and build your visibility and brand from his traffic. What you can do is you can comment. Let's say he post don't comment on his general topic post. Comments on post that discusses the problems or provides clarity on the problems that you both solve in common. Okay, when you leave a very good valuable comment under his post, you are not commenting for the author, you're commenting for the audience. You're commenting for the people who read the comments, or who are, because those are the people who relate to the content that he posts. Okay, so you're going to write a very valuable comment adding to the value that he provided, or you are going in contrary with by breaking a belief system, or you're providing your own self story. These are the three things that you can do. You can either add value of the value that he provided, or you can go against some beliefs that he has shared in his content, or you can share your own personal story in the comment. By doing any of these three things, you are building the brand from his reputation. You are borrowing his reputation and building your brand from their audience. Okay, what it does is, this is the exact reason why podcasts are very works very well right now, because what podcasts do is it borrows the like the reputation from the guest of the person. For example, if someone starts a business podcast completely from zero, what he does is he starts inviting people who are big in business, and these people who are coming have an audience, and they have an pre-built trust among these audience. And when they when each people come in and sit with them and speak with this person in the podcast, and this person has a certain character traits, and he might have tried different things in his business, and the audience that are coming for the guest eventually stay for the person who was starting the podcast, and he's going to build a brand by borrowing the reputation from the guest. So this is what exactly what we are going to do with the comments also. We are going to borrow the reputation from the top creators post, but by posting in the top creators, for example Justin Wells or Yasmin Alik, who are not related to your niche, you're going to create the visibility and brand from an with an unmonetizable crowd. That is not what we are going to do. So we are going to create an so you're going to comment only on the person who's big in your industry, and you're going to borrow the visibility from him and build a brand from him. Okay, so I would never suggest to comment on LinkedIn. It is not like you need to post 50 comment on this post. If you have time, do it. Otherwise, do the DMs and start speaking to prospects, work one on one with them, and then book the meetings from them. But if you have an extra time and you want to comment and you want to build a brand for the long term, do it in this way, and this is where it works. Yeah, thank you.